Okay, Angela Mock, and this is my persuasive speech. And this is my audience. Is media good or bad? A 17-year-old girl sits in front of a television and watches America's 20th Sexiest Women. She sees the woman who seems to have it all: fame, beauty, and most of all, a killer body. As she watches, she starts to sink down in her couch with discouragement and disappointment. She wonders if she will ever be able to look like one of those models and one of those actresses. In her head, she starts to call herself fat and makes resolutions for how she will begin the process of not eating. All too often, instances such as this happens with teenagers. More and more studies are showing that the media and Hollywood are a large part of the reason why youth are having feelings and thoughts of the ones mentioned. For many years, Hollywood has been a major player in influencing the lives of young children and teenagers. Magazines, pictures, and other sources of media are constantly showing people, especially youth, the best way to look and shape their bodies. The real question is whether or not the media is having a positive or negative effect on the children. Should the media be showing our children that if they are not skinny and perfectly fit, that they should have a negative representation of themselves? In Francis M. Berg's book entitled Children and Teens Afraid to Eat, he stressed how our American culture and our media fail to nurture the youth of this nation. Social medias are constantly influencing children, and not in a positive manner. According to Berg, males along with females are being shown that only thin people are worthy of certain advances in life, such as love and success. He uses the example of a high school cheerleader who has a perfect body and dates the best looking and most physically fit football players. This is a message that is showing adolescents what they should be aiming their image towards. He also talks about how mixed messages are being given, especially to girls. Some of those are: be beautiful, but beauty is only skin deep. Be honest, but don't hurt anyone's feelings. Be smart, but not so smart that you threaten boys. Mixed messages such as them confuse adolescents and their minds, wondering where to turn and how to live. One of the ways that it has been influencing individuals is by showing young girls who want to look perfect that the correct way is by losing weight and becoming thin. One of the biggest influences for girls as young as 3 is Barbie. The main issue with Barbie is that she has an unrealistic size that encourages young girls to do anything possible to try and look like a doll. According to her studies done at the University of Sussex and University of West of England, Barbie's body suggests to females that their height should be 6'2" to 7'5". Also, if Barbie were a real woman, her waist would be 39% smaller than that of an anorexic patient. A study once showed that if Barbie was a real flesh and blood woman, she would be 7'2" in height and 115 to 130 pounds. Is this what parents want their children to model their bodies after? This is just one way that Hollywood has influenced the youth of America, but this is not just some small problem. Instead, youth, especially girls, are taking issues such as weight loss much too far by using unhealthy and unsafe ways to lose their weight. Media can also affect young children by the amount of television they watch. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, 2/3 of infants and toddlers watch a screen on average of 2 hours a day. Kids and teens 8 to 18 years spend nearly 4 hours a day watching TV and almost 2 additional hours on the computer and playing video games. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that kids under 2 years not watch any TV and that those older than 2 watch no more than 1 to 2 hours per day. The first 2 years of life are considered a critical time for brain development. TV and other electronic media can get in the way of exploring, playing, and interacting with parents and others, which encourages learning and healthy physical and social development. Media has also had effects on teenagers, not only by telling them that they need to be skinny, but also by influencing them to make certain life choices that can make them look cool. For instance, say Brad Pitt is in a new movie in which he is constantly smoking. In a particular scene of the movie, he has his shirt off, which you can see his sculpted body, which is inhaling a constant stream of smoke. If a young boy idolizes such an actor, he may be thinking that not only should he have a body like Pitt, but he should also be smoking. This has obviously been a consideration in the minds of the Motion Picture Association of America, because the idea of keeping smoking out of G, PG, and PG-13 films has been considered. They state that smoking in movies continues to influence American youth to become addicted to one of the most deadly products legally available for consumption. In fact, some major companies have started to keep smoking out of their youth movies completely, and if smoking is involved, there will be a warning on the cover. So who is in the biggest danger of being affected by the media and trying to model their body after an actor or an actress? According to Medline Plus, women are more likely to suffer from an eating disorder caused by the media. In Carol C. Nadelison's book, entitled Anorexia Nervosa, Starving for Attention, she sources that USA Today found that there are 5 different types of individuals who are more susceptible to suffer from an eating disorder. These types include adolescent girls who take social pressures to heart, the perfectionist who wants everything, including their body, to be perfect, members of weight-conscious families who just want to please their parents, victims of early sexual trauma who try to make their bodies unattractive for protection, and teens with low self-esteem. A new poll of college students conducted by the National Eating Disorders Association found that a shocking 20% of women interviewed had at some point suffered from an eating disorder. Beauty and Body Image in the Media stated that media are giving teenagers information about dieting and body shape, when they should actually be giving them information about sports, healthy food choices, and hobbies. An article in People's Magazine stated that stylists and fashion show bookers blame the designers for creating clothes that barely fit a size 2. Casting director Drew Lanhan, who booked models for 12 shows during New York's Fashion Week, said that today's dress size is a 2 to 4, when in the past it was at least a size 6. The celebrities and icons in magazines and in movies are beautiful and successful, yes, but they are showing individuals that is the only way to reach your goals, and that is in turn causing problems with body image and self-esteem in youth. It is time that the media shows the reality of life, in which an individual does not need to be a certain size or a certain shape to reach success, but all they need to do is be confident in the body that they have and appreciate themselves for the life that they have been given.